What is up, Devastation Nation? Let's go! It's week 14, season 1. It's Friday, a little afternoon. It's windy as hell here up in central New York. The breeze is blowing. I was going to go try to hit golf balls a little later, but I don't know if I'm going to make it out with all this terrible wind. The Tour Championship's on at 1 o'clock. Going to have to tune into that. What's going on, motherfuckers? It's fucking Dev Nation Live Radio here. Welcome to the show. What the hell is going on in this fucking league? Oh, a little news story. This is kind of cool. No shit, hey. Maybe I'll scroll through some of this nonsense. This is a lot more cleaner, but the web is cool. I'll turn down this fucking music. I'm guessing that no one can hear what the fuck I'm saying. What's going on, people? Let me know who's in on our Twitch chat. Thank you for joining the broadcast. We're going to get into it here. We got a couple hours of coverage to go over all sorts of stupid shit. Look at these fucking games to scroll through. Top stories. Taking care of business. Boy, you want to talk about a fucking game. I don't know if anybody saw the late night nonsense. Jets versus Bills. I don't know if Trevor's just playing down to his competition or whatnot, but this dude sucked a huge one last night. The only person who sucked more was Tom. Tom had this game won like 4 times, and Trevor just, he didn't do anything, but Tom just shit himself over and over and over. Just the most boneheaded turnovers you'll ever see. I wish I was clipping them, but I wasn't. It was fucking awful. One of the worst games you'll ever watch in Dev Nation. Good fucking God. Can I click on this shit? It's just got stories. Well, these are pretty useless. Oh, but I do like the visual, right? Kind of doesn't even tell you what week it is. Mine, draft, all. The impossible happens. What's this? Got some trades and shit. This isn't half bad. You could kind of go through this a little bit. Green Bay just getting whooped on. Like I said, I got to come back to the Xbox here, and I also have our league page up. We're going to go over right here. Daddy League, scroll through some shit, but again, I do kind of like that little. We'll bounce back and forth. Before we get going, just to let people know what's up here. What do we got? A bunch of people online. If you're on the web, there's some new shit. I got some polls up and stuff like that too, but I don't have them up right now. They do pop up, and right now they're gonna pop up in kind of the upper left-hand corner. They're tiny. I might move them around as like that. So you might see me fucking with some polls here and there. Whatever. We'll get to that. But the most important one is right. Oh yeah, welcome to the show. The logo right here. It creates a stream. Then right here, if you're on the web, there's a little, should be a little fucking guy, a little react button right here. I can't even see it on my screen. It only shows up if you're watching on the web. You can click it, and you can add a GIF to the stream. I should probably pull up what the actual real stream looks like, so I know what the hell I'm looking at, because it's like a special plugin, but it shows your reaction to what the hell's going on. It costs 5 bits to add a reaction. Yeah, there it is. I see it. It's pretty sweet. Like I say, you'll see it right about right here. There's where you see it. A little dude's face there. He's kind of like the puzzled look where he's like, it's unbelievable. We use that a lot in community chat. Yeah, you click on it, type in your GIF, send it in, and you say it costs 5 bits to use. It's pretty cool. It's been working on that for a little bit. It's kind of a new addition. And then again, we have our goals up here. They've been moved. So we got followers, our subs, our donations, whatever. And then in the top upper left bar there, you'll see the September 20 community bit giveaway. It shows you a progress bar, and it's filled up green about halfway, how far we are away. If we get to 20,000 bits, I'm giving away a $99 NFL shop jersey, one of the nice ones, whatever. And like I say, everybody pitches in, and whoever is, I mean, right now it's very one person to heavy on the donations, but if we all kind of chip in, anybody who's a subscriber in Discord and who's using their bits, like I say, I'm not sure if I'm going to give out to the top 5 or 10, whatever, but if you use your bits and help us meet that goal, you'll be one of the people that will be whatever in the drawing for that 99 cent or $99 jersey of choice. Like I say, if you want an Eagles jersey or whatever you want, I'll send it to you. And if we give a few of those away over the next how many months, I want to give away 3, and then the 4th giveaway, I'm going to give away an Xbox One X. Right, they're worth like $500. They're freaking all ballered out, 4K video, a lot of cool shit. So I want to meet these goals. So help us out. Go on your web browser, your mobile phone, or whatnot. Watch some ads, and then chip in some shit, so I can give away some cool stuff. Also, I gotta get some people. I gotta get a couple of these out. We have a new store for some merchandise you can go check out. I gotta sell a few of these things to keep this thing open. But there's the store in our chat. You go there and you can check out some. Can we go there right now? Let's see what happens. Oh, wrong browser. Can I pull this up over here? What does it look like? Oh yeah, you can get a nice look. You go here, and you're gonna get a look at. Yep, you can get mugs, T-shirts, and there's different colors. You want gray or whatever, you can do gray. You can do black. Blah blah blah. There's some bags. There's hoodies. There's pillows. There's cell phone cases. This is the 6-month subscriber badge. Pretty sweet. Got some T-shirts and bags. Like I say, go there, check that out. It's just type in merch store. Their little command there from Nightbot, and then you'll be boom, good to go. Okay, so with that, we got a little the selling spiel out there. It looks like we got Omar. Looks like we got Bugsy, who just had a huge one. We got JJ. What's up, JJ? My brother. Oh, now I see the poll is up here. I might have to turn that the fuck off. Give me like 14 seconds, so that's definitely in the way for this broadcast for sure. Let me see here. Let me. I gotta put a link for this for myself here, because I don't even know. And let me log in on my Twitch and shut that thing the fuck off. I didn't know it was up there, but it is there. Didn't turn it off last night. Should go away here. And if it doesn't, we'll see what happens. If it doesn't, I got some more tricks to hide this thing. Is that already gone? Okay, it's already gone. Cool. All right. So again, we're week 14. We probably have to rewind. Do I even rewind? What's even the point? Where are we at right now? Right now we're at it's just Team Trifus at the top of the league right now. Kind of doing work there. The top couple teams in both conferences, and then we have a couple other good teams as well. We got Shane who's 9-3, and I'm actually gonna. I've seen some of Shane's games, and I do have some stuff to say. I'm gonna play Shane, so maybe I have to keep my mouth shut for one more week. But I've looked at some of Shane's tape, and I'm gonna do my best to slow him the fuck down. I mean, I see a lot of the same nonsense. So Tampa Bay and Shane, they kind of run a lot of the same crap. A lot of this money nonsense you'll see from the both of them, and they're in the kind of 2 spots. So we got Max and Jake at the top. Then we got in the respective conferences Shane and Toma there doing work as Tampa Bay. We got Big Perry, Chicago in at 9-4. I think they're also a contender. I played Perry. He's not terrible. Omar is there at 5 with 8-5, but his offense is so bad, hard to take him seriously. Other than that, you do have the Buffalo Bills. Let's not forget about Trevor, who knows all the ins and outs of the games again. The top teams here, like, these guys are all the top 5 teams. What they have in common, these guys all know what you can and can't run in this game, and it's, if you watch their games, you'll start seeing the same shit, and hopefully some of us catch up to it, because you just kind of gotta run the same nonsense. And again, there's just a lot of shit in this game that doesn't work, so don't even bother doing it. It doesn't matter if it's against man or zone. You're just totally boned on some of this shit. Some of your like old corner strike routes, play action in general is just a terrible idea to run, especially versus these guys. They know that if they call a decent blitz, all they have to do is take like their zone defender, and as soon as they see the pretend handoff, they're just zooming in and just gonna totally seal club you, with some of these blitzes. So don't even bother. If you're in field goal range and you got one of these guys beat, don't call play action pass, because you're gonna get fucked up. The only time you can call play action passes is when you're basically in great position and it's like 2nd and short. You can't call play action pass on 1st down in this game. You can't call it on 3rd down. You gotta be out of your fucking mind to call play action pass on 3rd down in Madden 19. It's just retarded. I mean, if you do, you're just gambling. I mean, right? If you know you're gambling and you want to gamble, go ahead. But it doesn't do much for you. Again, 3rd and 16. What is a noob going to do? They're going to call max coverage and sit back, whatever, blah, blah. Yo, just call some type of 5-6 man blitz on 3rd and 16 and pray to God that your opponent calls play action, because you're just going to destroy them, and the fumbles are nuts. Fumbles are nuts in this game. Everyone's fumbling. You're getting turnovers all over the place, right in everybody's ass. Don't even bother. Just send the heat, man. You're not going to get burned against man coverage. The only way you're going to get burned against man coverage is if you press up on your outside cornerbacks. As long as you call a blitz where they're just kind of off the line a little, you're good to go, dude. Totally good to go. Don't let that shit spook you. I don't know how the fuck I'm sweating so much here, but I am. Okay. Maybe I should even look at the... This is not fucking... Stretching out the mic here a little bit so I can get up in this comfy on my broadcast. So here's the home page. Look at the whole league here. Yeah, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Miami, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Baltimore. Oh, Al at 9-4, Baltimore even. Okay, so you got to take some of these teams seriously. So maybe the top 8 you can take, but again, Al's offense is a little rough. I don't know how good Billig is. He seems to know the game. Maybe he can make a little run. I don't know. Perry's not bad. He's lost a couple in a row, so we got to get to Chicago. Pittsburgh's hot. What do we got here? Let me just go to the Xbox for 2 seconds and just show. Yeah, we know you're always good. Listen, you got in this game. If you don't play and watch, you're not going to be good. You really need to practice and watch and see what people are doing. In order to kind of really get good here. What do we got? And let me just give you. Let's just show you what's kind of. This is going around the league like crazy. Yeah, we got to get to Billig versus Omar. That's definitely a topic of discussion. Omar can take a fucking lap. He loses to an arch nemesis. I'm sure he's gonna have something to say about the game. I remember watching it, but I don't remember the intricate details of what the hell happened. Let me just run a couple plays for you real quick. Oh, you get the old lap command there. And you don't even have to tag Nightbot. It's just from you just type in the lap with the boom, and then you're gonna get that. All right, Billy with his fucking 1 beer subscriber. I'm running this in like kind of a little off to the side. Let me show you here what you're gonna see. Any of this nonsense right here, HB flat here, you're gonna see this. And now some of these comes in like it'll be in a dagger concept, but that you're gonna have basically this is like the basic, and this works. Nobody, yeah, see this works with everything. This is a constant thing to play, but that route there in red is. I gotta full screen this motherfucker. Hold up. What you're gonna see here is that this route there in red is basically unstoppable. All right, and if you go to cover that route, what happens is people hit the in on X. Right, you'll see Shane do this constantly. You see Toma do it. You see like all the good players do it. And then what happens is here's like the classic audible, right? They take now. This is play action, so I can't block my halfback. But you have this in a lot of different formations that don't have the play action, so you can block the halfback and get more protection. But you take the tight end. Now the tight end on that streak there, he's going to take away the safety, whatever your strong safety there. He's just totally fucked. And now then you have the check down here to Barrios. Okay, now this is basically like what you're going to be looking at, and you might think it's a different play, but it's not. It's just the same type of play in the same setup out of a few different concepts, but you have the drag open if people do, you know what I'm saying, if you just want to get a quick check down or there's like some type of blitz, and then if there's B there, that's the one that's going to get open, and if a user doesn't cover that route, he's open for a big game down the field, way down there. And then if a user does cover that, you got X wide open. So you're going to have to somehow figure out how to stop this play right here. Again, and I've fucked this up because I'm on prime time, but it was my camera. My camera's fucked up. But if you kind of call this concept here, it's going to be tough to stop this. And B is going to come open eventually over there all the time. He's going to be just open like all day long versus most zones. Again, a user is going to have to stop that. And you can kind of switch it up, like put the tight end on the drag, and this still might work. I'm playing on a kind of a half screen here, but you can kind of confuse your. This might be a little bit rough here. Like I said, you really need. Sometimes you need to block that halfback, so you're just going to take the sack again. Play action's rough. Again, you're going to see the best place to find this is out of the dagger. Right, the dagger concept, and then just drag wide down here. But you're going to get B as he's coming open right now. Look at how open he's in. And you think that is covered, but he's not. The defenders are too deep to pick him up. You also need to roll out and like say he's right there. Out of the dagger concept. So what you would want to do is block your halfback, put this dude there. This might give me a little bit better version of the play. There's a fucking pick, but I had Y open underneath. This is going to be a tough play to cover, but you're going to see this run a whole bunch of times out of your games. And then there's RB right there, or you had X over the middle. But if you don't kind of practice this play here, you don't know how to defend it, you're going to basically just be boning yourself. I got Watson here throwing bad passes. In practice, I don't know why the guys just throw errant balls, but then in games, they're never off, so I don't quite understand it. But, again, you can get the, there's fucking guy getting fucked up. Let me see this verse like cover 2 or something. Just something standard. Again, I think the best probably play, you've seen the CPU fuck me up a few times on the blitz, but the rest of it, like, you're just not going to get anything. Like, nothing's going to defend that. I say, if you don't know what you're looking at here, there's a nice little blitz again. If you see this formation with the trips, it looks like you might just have to send a blitz. It's going to be tough, though, out of the dagger, because you will get that. Let me see here. Right, if you get a little nervous, there's the fucking little check down. And again, the don't sleep on the we haven't even gotten to the in route, but that is also going to be open like crazy. Maybe I should go back and run this first cover 2, see what you're going to get. Let's see some cover 2 here. And again, there's a couple different versions of this, but see that right there? That's the play that right there, if you rewind that play, can we do a replay? Is there a replay? Here's the one that's kind of befuddling people. They're calling these zones, and they're calling like cover 2 or cover 3 or cover 4. Now, it looks like, doesn't this look, this looks like totally covered, especially if you're sitting here from kind of the regular Madden view. Like, you're basically thinking that this is a covered, so I've got the wind here, it's wild. You think that this is covered, and this is the doofy part. That, see, if you give it enough time, and if you have enough time to throw the football here, this, right, there's the safety. Look at the safety, the strong safety. He's chilling. He's covering the deep tight end, and then look at the right cornerback here. Look what he does. He comes up, and that's essential to send the Y route on a drag. You are gonna, that guy, no matter what zone, he's gonna come up and take that Y right about on the hash mark, the 30-yard line. And this is what people do. They go to throw this, and you're like, he's gonna throw to Y. No, he's not. He's throwing to that deep dude there, right? He's throwing to that kind of that long developing inside receiver, and there you go. This is the pass that you're gonna see from Shane and from Toma and from, you know, Max and Jake. You're gonna see this pass just repeatedly, and it's, again, you have to user that player. But now if you do user that dude, right, let's just say you took your check out the middle linebacker here right in the middle. If you imagine he wasn't in the play, imagine he followed that receiver over there to cover him, because you know that's coming. Now look at the in, the deep in coming here. My X receiver over there, he's the wide receiver all the way to the left. Watch him on the in. He's going to be wide open if there's no middle linebacker there. So you're basically totally fucking boned on this play all the time. It's really hard to stop. And if you don't, you know, if you're out there trying to compete, you have to you gotta know that play. You have to know that this is like, again, a classic, this trip setup. You're gonna see something that looks like this, and you know, people switch it up. They might put like the tight end on a drag to confuse you, but you know, it's a bad throw by Watson in practice. Who cares? But I mean, again, this is like gonna tear up a lot of stuff. And again, this is just one of those money plays that people, you know, who aren't active in the league. Again, B's open probably again right there. He doesn't. I wish I could have got that throw off. And I don't even have this play in my dagger, so I might have to like move his playbook. Although I am trying to use this run and gun. So again, yeah, if you're in the division, one of these dudes. Oh, I had X wide open. I can't see because of the damn cheers. So I'm getting sacked from JJ. But again, look at if you get mad scared and can't throw to B, you know, you're probably going to have like X wide open on God knows what, right? Somebody intercept that. Okay, I think we've seen this enough. Again, it's also a great little check down here for just Y is going to be wide open. You're going to get thousands of yards on this stupid fucking play. And again, it's just nothing special, but you would never, you know, it's like Madden 15 where it's kind of like the PA crosses again. B, wide open there again because of those two hot routes there. Right? Put now, and you can't put. This is important. You can't put A on a streak. You have to put him on a fade. I don't know if I mentioned that. If you're just paying attention, you got to put him on a fade. You press A and you press up with the right stick, so he kind of goes up. He kind of goes up and this way, right? He's gonna gotta take that safety out of the pitcher, and that's the real important part. So here we go. I'm forcing this one, but look at how do they make those throws? No one reacts to that. There it is. You're going to be very frustrated seeing that play. And there it is. Okay. What do we got? Okay, now that we've all seen one of the biggest plays in Madden, we're what do we got here? We've had a couple good games, couple good what do we? Again, you let me know what you want to talk about. Eagles Cowboy. Let me go back a week. Week 13 here. The Bears have taken 2 straight losses. One of these is to the Giants, and then here's a huge game up in the AFC. Up in the AFC, we had Max beating Trevor. A little bit of a sloppy game there for Trevor at the end, but these two dudes both play a lot of Madden. They watch a lot of Madden. They both got 10 wins, blah, blah, blah. And we have the Chargers, who they held their own there versus Shane, 21-3. JJ and the Raiders there have a little slugfest, 23-33. It's not bad. The Jets lose to the Titans. This was a pretty close game here at the end. I don't know if anyone saw this. Was good. And then we had Omar versus the Bucks. The Bucks have had suspensions. They've had this. They know how to run a lot of nonsense on defense and on offense. Omar 7 for 17 passing, only 81 yards and 2 picks. Man, you just have to wonder if he could just muster a little bit more offense. Would he have been able to compete in this game? And he stops what's his face? The Bucks from throwing a ton, right? He keeps them kind of in check, but still can't get the dub. So again, Tampa Bay is 11-1, Carolina 8-5. I'll have to keep an eye on them. The Eagles there, they take care of business in Week 13, which they needed to. And we did pick the Eagles to come out of the AFC East last week. However, they just lost to the Cowboys, so we'll have to go monitor the East. The Cowboys here again. They're 8-5, and you have to wonder. Sometimes you watch the Cowboys play and you wonder how these guys have 5 losses. Sometimes they look absolutely incredible and unstoppable. I get a win over the 1-12 Vikings in a snow game where the Vikings were white. It was just so mangled up. I actually got some turnovers in that game, got some user alerts, which was nice, thank goodness. Still getting used to Watson there. Again, it was a snow game, so kind of try to keep the ball on the ground a little bit. Cardinals destroy the Pack, who had the Packers in Week 12 and 13 having a couple rough games. Getting thumped on by Alvin, thumped on by Minnesota there a couple weeks ago. Is that worth a highlight? It is. Was it Week 12? Might as well just pull it up. Is that when it is? Week 12. Look for the Green Bay icon. 37-0, man. Look at this nonsense, dude. Look at these stats. Can I make this smaller? Oh, that more readable? This is just total destruction. I don't even know how they score. Oh, what is it? Cook goes off for... that was it. He just ran the ball like crazy that game. Just running the ball over Green Bay's face. Fucking woof. Dallas is a new team, Bugsy says. Like I say, we're going to have to look at... Maybe we'll look at Dallas right now. Fuck it. We'll just get right over to it. Again, Dallas with a huge win versus Philadelphia there. And we thought that they might have had a harder schedule. Look at these stats. They're number 1 in running. As you can see here, right? Kind of the cool new menu. They're number 1 in running. They're 3rd in, again, points. They get a lot of interceptions. They're 25th in points scored. Just like a... Again, and then they lose Zeke for the week, and then they sub in Tavon Austin, who has 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. Is that versus the Eagles? And Dallas is, look at that. There's the divisions. Now Dallas with a little commanding lead, a 1-game lead there. Philadelphia is all of a sudden 7-6 after such a good start. Let's go look at Dallas here. Their last few games, they beat the Titans. They lose to the Eagles, and then they bounce back though and beat them 39-20. So they lose to the Eagles and Falcons, and we're like, oh, whatever. But then boom, 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 boom. 3 in a row for the Cowboys as they come right back. And yeah, Dallas's O-line here. I mean, I know they have a couple superstars, but I don't think this is like the best. Like, I don't think there's any reason to go off like this. What they got, the 95, 96, 97. But the right tackle and the left guard are terrible. And, we got these massive, massive, huge games, so I don't know. I'm not sure it's the best line in football, but I don't know if you can hear that wind here on the mic, but it is like I'm on an outdoor. Got speakers jumbling around here, whatever. Dallas, though, they're just running rampant here in Dev Nation. So 3 wins in a row, and they have the Colts. So boom, they could probably beat the Colts. So that takes them to 9-5. But then 2 big games. The Giants are 7-5, and they just beat Chicago and Tampa Bay. Obviously 11-1. So the Cowboys do have work. They needed that win versus the Eagles. That was a huge win, huge W. But man, you're gonna have to keep your eyes peeled in our server for when you see. Bugs playing there that you're gonna have to tune into those games because they're gonna be pretty decent. Yeah, you definitely cannot take your eyes off the channel there. I'm looking at the feed and I still see this fucking poll up. Let me refresh my browser for 14 seconds. Okay, the poll's gone. Again, anybody that wants to use the little react button here, if you're on the web, I'm going to try to use it right now. Let me see. I'm going to type in the word fire. You can't see this, but I'm going to just type this little. Let me put the word on fire. I'm going to try to find something here. See if we don't see this. Here's a fucking Elmo. It's going to cost me 5 bits. And I'm going to say, ready, next, and then there's Elmo showing up right over my face if anyone's watching. And Elmo's up there he's up there for a while. And I don't know how long Elmo stays there for, but he's on my screen for a minute. There we go. A couple little Elmo gifs. And boom, there you go. It kind of shows up it overwrites my face. I don't know if that's the best place for this GIF. I might put it down in the bottom left corner again, but we'll see. Right now, we got the react button right over there if you want to hit it and chip in some bits. It shows up again on the web for those at home. Okay. So again, Cowboys got that nasty run game, that nasty D. Those are 2 pretty good recipes. If you stop the run, what happens? They don't throw it. They don't have to. But if you stop the Cowboys on the ground, what would happen? It just doesn't seem like that's a possibility. Stats. And there's 16 interceptions. That's not, it's not even crazy bad. So yeah, it throws more picks and touchdowns, but it ain't gonna kill you. Yeah, Dallas hot. And again, the Eagles there, big loss for them. Week 13, this is where we are. Are we in week 13? Are we in week 14? I thought we're in week 14. Why are these scores not populated here on Daddy Leagues? Did somebody never run this? I might have to go grab a phone. I thought we had these games all done, and I thought we even have week 14 scores up. Oh yeah, I mean, we're most of the way through week 14, so we got to run our little script there to get that updated. So we talked about Dallas. Do we got to talk about the fucking NFC North? Just looking at the Titans, Jaguars. That game went to OT last night. Wild game. The Texans are 5-7. They're 5-8. The Titans. These two teams battling out a few games ago, and the Titans lost to the Texans on a sim loss. I don't know if they've played twice. This is a battle of the clown babies. What's up, Frito? Joining the show. Let's get the fucking wave. Let me see if I can throw that up there. Boom. Thought I only cheered 3. And then boom, Frito splash in the pot. What's up? You have to watch the rest of the broadcast to catch up. We haven't gone over too much. We've gone over Dallas. Gone over some of the big teams. We reviewed one of the money plays in Madden. I went on about that for about 5 minutes. You got to go back and check out the broadcast. Rev filling the jar up. Thank you. That's much appreciated. Again, you got to go back and look at some of these money plays. I'm gonna try to help the guys out at the bottom, or the people that are losing to these dudes, and you're like, I don't get it. I don't know why I'm losing. It's like, yo, you got to go fucking look at some of the shit, right? People online, people on YouTube, people in our league, they run this stuff, and then, nobody knows how to use it. But we're gonna expose some of that shit when I see it. I don't have enough time to practice all this crap, get it down straight, but I do know what you got to stop. I don't know exactly how to do it all the time. I don't have a solution for it, but I do know what you should be looking for. Again, it's like a fucking coach, I can tell you how to fucking do it. Oh, I gotta go. We're roster rating over Dallas's left guard. My bad. We'll go back to the left guard. And 21-year-old dude. All right, so he does have high blocking. The strength there under, I don't blink at people with strength under 90, but this dude's not bad, right? He's rookie, quick dive. He's got all this 80 stuff, right? This guy should go up pretty quickly. Awareness a little low, and the strength it's not above 90, but this dude's obviously he's going to be a good player. Good speed, good excel. This isn't pretty important too if you're pulling people, but I don't know if Bugsy pulls people. Well, he does on the pitches and stuff, so that'll be important. This guy's pretty baller, not gonna lie. Like I say, this is pretty big right here. Damn. It helps when you got fast guards. They can get out in front of you, make those blocks. They don't tackle you. You don't run into them. So back to the south here. I wanted to see if Tennessee had lost to the Texans twice. And they have. They've lost to the Texans twice, so the Texans are up an entire game. They'll have to fucking come through. And AJ's got 3 games left to make up a 1 game. He'll have to win all these. He can beat the Colts. He can beat the Redskins. It's going to be a pretty big game versus the Giants. And then I guess we're going to have to look at Keego's schedule, who has most of his wins from sim losses. Dude hasn't been around half the season, just trolling bitches. And he's kind of simmed his way with an awesome roster here to 5 wins, but he's got like 3 wins versus sims, so no problem. JJ, rookie behemoth in Denver. Frito wants to go look at that. We'll go do that in 2 seconds. Doesn't even have the stats here for the Texans' last few games. Week 14 they play the Colts, the Jets, so they maybe beat the Colts. I don't know. I mean, whatever. If Kiko plays his last 4 games, he could lose all of them. That's for sure, but he probably won't. Okay. Frito wants to go look at Denver's monster. What, has he got a guy on the line? Well, yeah, we understand that. What's up, Billig? Everyone's, yeah. You want to talk about what you want to roast people? Is that, I mean, part of the being on the radio here? I just got to take shots at people, and no one likes this. But if you are sitting out there and listening, you're like, hey, Who's the most disappointing team in Dev Nation right now? This is a no fucking brainer. This is not even, there's not even a vote for this. You could, any other team in this league could come in dead last in division and nobody would care. But Levi was a game away from being in the Super Bowl, and this motherfucker can't hit water if he fell out of a boat. This is bad. Now, listen, the Jets you could maybe blink at, but Tom's is in a bad place right now. He just, last night, Tom beat Trevor last night, but he just refused to win. I mean, he could have just won the game with a field goal a few times, and he just decided to throw back-to-back pick sixes. I mean, the dumb shit that Tom did last night to lose to Trevor is unbelievable. If you get a chance to go back and look at it, maybe I'll pull the fucking game out. It was a pretty wild game. Trevor's turning the ball over. The last few minutes are just, the whole game's a damn disaster. It is hard to watch. But no, the most disappointing team in Madden is the Colts. They're not terrible. They almost made it to the Super Bowl in Season 6. Levi's not bad. And he is, literally, he's got 3 fucking wins. I mean, this dude, it's awful. And I know Madden, like, whatever, 19s, it's tough on some of us. And if you're having a hard time out there, some of us are like, we've been busy. You know, we're fucking doing whatever. We fucking can't ball all the time. Some of us are struggling out there, right? The Bengals, I don't know, is Rev above 500? He's clawing his way back down there. The Falcons are 7-6. It's not bad, right? But, he's not having like a fucking 12-win season. Some of us are around 500. We're just getting used to the new game. The Colts at 3-9, this isn't getting used to a new game. This is just stinking. This is just totally... Listen, Eli is not the most disappointing team because Eli has not historically won a lot of games. So he can't be there, He's, whatever, a little bit more of a... He's, blue-collar Dev Nation player, right? Guy's not out there winning playoff games and stuff. He's got to make a jump. These dudes right here, what in the fuck is juice? This is whack. This is terrible. Do I have this fucking clipped the wrong way? What's the deal here? We have to reassess my fucking browser. Give me 2 seconds. You guys can let me know if there's anybody else out there from... Hey. Yeah, JJ beat the Colts there in a big upset to go to the Super Bowl. So you got to give JJ credit. He's online here. Let me just... taggle this. 2 seconds, guys. Let me see how that looks. I'm at the home page here, yeah. So, yeah, these guys take a fucking lap. Lap for, chat shouting out from Marty. Sit at 500. Yeah, listen, I took some sim losses, and I've grinded my way back. I've lost some real bad games. I've had some bad shit happen, man. I've had a bomb finish me off. Being up 4 with less than a minute to go on like a double covered streak. I've had a field goal block in the 4th quarter, just totally terrible. I've had Massive turnover. I gotta go back. I've had balls bouncing off my teammates' faces in the end zone for touchdowns. This is just Jacksonville. I've lost all my games by a total of. I've lost like 5 games by like 10 points. 3. This was brutal. I beat Max. Suck it, Max. There you go. I could barely beat Levi. It was awful. Couldn't grab shit. Versus JJ, I had to go to overtime versus JJ. He had 2 fumble returns for touchdowns on me. This dude, look at the stats in this game. They even have him. This guy's got 100 yards of offense. I passed for 337 and had to go to OT. This was crazy. And it's just like, yo, my luck has just it's been rough, dude. This is a sim versus Trevor. What goes on here? Oh, Trevor gets a 70-yard touchdown on a flat route. Just total bullshit. It's 9-9 at the end of the game, and he drives down and kicks a field goal. So that's a sim. The game crapped out on us, but it was 12-9 as the score, with Trevor having a huge touchdown to start the game. What are you gonna do? Besides that, I mean, I basically, without that touchdown, the score is whatever, 5-9 me. I played good on defense. Shut down McCoy, did whatever I had to do, and I just couldn't. Brady's not even in the game for me. I played with a bum-ass QB, blah, 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 blah. No one even knows that. I don't even complain about it, but no Brady for the game. I got him suspended the week before, whatever. And, oh, I lost to Perry here. Here's my loss to Perry. I lose to Perry by 1 point. Why? I'm missing fucking my field goal meter the entire fucking game. So I'm missing, like, very important field goals. I mean, field goals that you would normally just have. They should be there. Totally can't fucking score, so I lose to Perry by 1. Just total dick, dumb horse shit. And then here's the field goal block versus the Titans. Nothing goes wrong versus Tommy. I beat him 31-0. And then same thing here. 2 clean games. I'm going to have my hands full with Max. And I got Shane. I got Trevor again. I got Tom. So I got to beat Tom. I'm going to have a quarterback versus Trevor, so it's going to be a little bit different scenario. And Trevor sometimes plays sloppy and gets these wins. We'll see what type of Trevor I get. I'm sure he'll be sharp. And Shane's got a lot of fucking dumb plays to run. I mean, I'm going to try to stop him as best I can, but whatever. We'll see. And then Max is, I got Max today at 4 o'clock. Going to be a grind out scenario there. So that's going to be tough. Going to have that cover 3 blitz up in my dick. I'll have to deal with, but we'll see. We'll go to Denver. Denver wanted me to look at a user, a player, a guard, a rookie, something. What's up, Frito? Who you want me to look at? I'm going to pull up somebody. Denver 6-6. We can get to the West. Denver trying to get in the playoffs there. Big Frito. Oh, how long is Myles Garrett out? I'm just getting a little chat here that Myles Garrett is out for our buddy. Frito, who's your boy on the line did you want me to see? I'll check out the schedule too. And I'm missing some stats here. Oh, week 15, a showdown. We got our Browns owner and Pitt owner, or sorry, I always think Frito's Pitt because he was Pitt for Madden 18. Yeah, Broncos, got it. He's been out since week 3. Whoa. How long is Myles Garrett injured for? Yo, Myles Garrett is a total freak, and he will definitely make a huge difference in this game. Do they have injuries? Can I look at people? 8 weeks. Whoa, man, these are some big injuries. Wow. That fucking hurts, man. And this dude is a monster. 96 strength. That's just wrong. That's wrong. 90 Excel. Oh, dude. Hide your kids. Hide your wife, man. Feel that. Did you guys hear that breeze coming through the mic? Listen, give me 2 seconds. I'll be back. I'm going to literally just walk 2 feet over here to the bathroom. Fucking take a piss. Fill up my glass. If Frito wants to take a look at Von Miller, who's just been seal clubbing bitches the entire season. Okay, we're back. I need to get a fucking break. A break screen. Something like that. Okay. Here we go. We can look at some fucking... What, we gotta look at Denver. Gotta look at these... Von Miller here. Von Miller, 99 overall. He's getting paid $10 million, and then the stats for Miller this season. Look at Frito throwing the ball. He's got, not bad, a lot of yards. Running the ball, just kind of not really. Throwing some passes, and then Von Miller with 16 sacks, getting it done, man. I got nothing like that on my team, 16 sacks. But I tell you what, I think I may be up there in the sacks category. Team. Kind of do it by committee. Total defense. And then, let's see what we got here for sacks. The Jaguars at 54. Broncos with 53. Probably haven't played this. We got Dallas there, right? The Trifuses. Kansas City with JJ sending the heat. There's Max. There's Sean. And then I'm there at 7. I've not played my game yet, so I've got to get my fucking stats up. Look at the top 10 here in sacks. Seattle dropped a bit. Baltimore dropped. Pittsburgh, you see these three teams probably bump up when they play their games. I don't know if anybody can run Daddy Leagues, but if you run it, I can update this nonsense on your phone there. Holy shit. A fucking breeze. So, wait, I gotta go back to Frito. Where was he at here? Where's Denver on this list? Where the hell was Denver? KC top 5. Okay, yeah, Denver number 2 with 53. Kansas City's got 47 sacks and 28 interceptions. JJ, how are you 3-10? Defense 32nd in yards, passing 29, running 31. Bad offense too. What the hell is going on there, JJ? What are you doing, brother? My God. Bad JJ. JJ got no offense. Oh, man. What is this? Look at these stats, man. He's got good numbers. Because you got 47 sacks, 28 interceptions. Those should be... Oh, man, dude. That's pretty ridiculous. You know what, JJ? I showed you some plays. Well, I gave you some tips on that play earlier. But you got to really do a lot of checkdowns to your halfback. and you got to do a lot of drags. You got to kind of dink and dunk people, and then I don't know, I haven't watched it a ton. I did play and I can't remember. I know your offense was not good versus me, but it looks like not good versus anybody. You gotta, I think you like to do this a lot, is you run play action, and if you run play action, you just get sacked. You know, you run play action and people cover the one dude you want to throw to, and you get sacked a lot. And then if you throw it, I mean, I know you like to throw it deep and stuff, but maybe you should throw it deep out of just regular plain sets where you don't get sacked. You know? Because play action can fucking really, unless you're in a second and short, like people think you're going to run it, and even then, it's tough, man. You basically have to catch somebody who's in an all-pass coverage scenario, but people are running a lot of blitzes in this league, so it's tough. You know, you really gotta, like, boy, when you run play action, I know it has some good routes and stuff, but you have to be, like, inside the red zone, near field goal range, where you know a sack isn't gonna kill you. Like, you know how hard it is to start off with 2nd and 18? It's basically crippling, because you need to, like, there's a lot of ways to get, wind is blowing like wild here. There's a lot of ways to get yards in this game, right? The drags and the fucking dump offs and stuff like that. There's a lot of little like ticky-tacky routes you can do. However, they don't work on 2nd and 18. So you got to get yardage on 1st down. You got to get to like 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. Oh, yo, you gotta fucking love the bitch yard, dude. That fucking kills me, and it's great. 43% of the way there to get this fucking jersey. I wanted to get it in this month. If we don't, it's okay. I'm just gonna roll it over. You know? So. And again, if you haven't, our bit leaders here. Can I show this? What can I do to blow this up? Here's our bit leaders here. Can I shrink this down? What can I do here? Here's the top 10 list of our bit leaders here. We got JJ's just absolutely destroying everybody, so he's going to get that $25 gift card. But, yo, if you're on there, like, kind of cheering, you got Rev with 1 bit. Rev making his way up. He's at the 401. Shane at 400. Those guys are doing work. I like that. I'm slowly there at the $150 mark, whatever. AJ's at 40. AJ used to chip in a bit. Let's see. We got to get AJ and Sean going, but they could be hoarding. You never know. Our bit leaderboard on the stream is fucking broke for the month because Rev decided to cheer at basically midnight, fucking up the clock on the database here from the Streamlabs folks that provides our leaderboard. That's something I really can't fix. I can't do. So it's redded out up there. Like I say, Rev doesn't have 2,700 bits for this month, but JJ's number is almost correct. Even Frito's is right, but yeah, whatever. But you got to check the Twitch chat for the actual bit leaders. So. You got Frito there in second. He's working at getting himself a $15 gift card. So, all right. What do we got? Let's go. We got 2 guys from the West here on, and then I think we got Rev lurking, so I can tackle his division there. Him and Frizza Omar battling out, and Toma's just doing work. Is that what's going on? What division's over here? The AFC West there, Chargers only a 1 game behind. So the Broncos got to keep the fucking pedal down there. Chiefs and Raiders a little bit more on the bottom of the barrel. Again, JJ got to lay off the play action is what would be my best advice real quick if I had to give you 3 words to fucking what to do. Frito does not run the ball. He doesn't give a shit, and he doesn't care how many points he gives up. He just scores a bunch, man. If Frito could clean up his D a little, you know, and just stop a few less points going in, you never know. His schedule, though. And he says we're on cruise control. Look out. Oh, that's amazing. Who's he got? What do we got for Big Frito here coming up? Ooh, he's gonna have a good game versus Ramon. That's gonna be good. And then a big monster matchup versus Billig, then the Raiders and Chargers. So the last two we could maybe say, okay, he's favored. Even the Chargers, so it could be a good game. Ramon and Billig, though, look out. Yeah, JJ, you know what cruise control is? It's when you fucking put your shit and you're just relaxing. Oh boy, it's you know, we could, I mean, you know, I don't know. Denver's got to win he's got to win, you know, 2 of those games or whatever. Come get some. I'm probably gonna favor Billig here. He's got the 9-4 record, although some of those wins are from Moran. Here's what Daddy League says based on the stats. Score's gonna be. It's all fucked up. I got nothing here. This is whacked. It says it's going to be 22-21 Broncos. There's a prediction, and it says that, oh, it's going to give the Broncos a nod, even with losing the turnover battle. So, we'll see here. Oh, well, there we go. Billig there, he's going off. He says he's 5-1 since coming in the league, so you can't hate on that. We'll give him credit. Can we go look at Cleveland? Look at Cleveland's record real quick. So Denver's got their work cut out. Frito's going to have to win a couple games. And we'll go look at Cleveland here. Billig, I can't believe he's in the league, honestly. He's lucky to get back in. We had a big player drop out. I'm glad to have him back. Tough loss from Moran. We have, let me see here. Where can I get this? We have Billig. Last 6 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fucking it. I gotta get my fill. I can't watch these damn stats and them not be there. Hold up. We got some fucking we got some stats coming back up here. Let me refresh this so these hopefully are fucking back. Here we go. There's all the stats. Our week 13 stats are in. We have the last 6 here for Cleveland is the win versus the Panthers. Omar can't get it fucking done in prime time. He's not happy about it, right? I beat the Texans, so Simwin is why. Yep. Those are wax stats, right? This is a sim, right? So Billy plays this game, the game cuts out, so these aren't even real. But he beats Brendo. Brendo having a tough season. He beats Rev in a close one. He beats JJ. Beats this. No, he loses to the Steelers. Did he play? I don't know if he plays this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you play? 4-1. What do we got? Did he lose there? Oh no, okay. So that was Moran loses to Shane. And oh, you lost to fucking he lost to Brendo. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to be on chat typing, but it's really hard to fucking chat and talk at the same time. So like while I do occasionally toss my 2 cents in here, I just can't put my fingers and type fast enough. So I got to keep moving, especially with all the messages that come in. All right, so yeah, let's what goes on here with let's highlight. Let's get after Omar here. 8-5. He wants to win this game pretty. He wants to win this game, and he just can't get it done. Mayfield there was 196. It's not bad. Runs the ball 19 times. It's good to keep your opponent honest. And what? 2 picks for Newton, $135. I don't mind if you don't throw for a lot of yards, but if you throw the ball 23 times and only have 135 yards, that's the problem. And then he gets the 15 carries off, but only 33 yards rushing. That is so bad. Omar needs to just peek into some of Shane's or Bugsy's games and know which runs you can and cannot run. I mean, some of these runs like HB dive work great. Depends on the whatever. You know, some of these tosses and pitches work great. Counters don't even run them, I believe. I mean, I haven't really seen a counter work too well in Madden 19. That's something I'm going to experiment with a little bit on the offside there. Or do I need to talk about this anymore? What, the Panthers? Do we have to talk about the Panthers? We want to talk about Omar? We love to feature Omar and bag on him. Well, we said they weren't for real early in the season, and here they are, living up to the hype. A great start for them. We had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row, and then, since then, the Panthers are 1, 2. They've lost what? 4 out of their last 5. They've won 1 out of their last 6 games. What is that? Is that for real? 1 out of their last 6 is my math. That's what's up on the screen. Is that what I'm looking at? Somebody hit up Nightbot right now so Omar can take a fucking lap immediately. You know, fuck it. What in the God's name is that about? That is just some trash shit. Cheers, anybody out there enjoying a cold beverage. It's hot in the booth, people. It's fucking hot in the booth, you know? You don't even know. Under these damn... There we go. It's almost 4 o'clock. What do we got? I'll get back to Omar sucking in a minute, but what? So he loses... He loses to Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, Seattle... Tampa Bay again, Cleveland. He loses 5 out of 6 after starting 7-0, and he's got the Saints twice, and he's got Rev. So these will all be close games for him. He's gonna definitely have his work cut out. What Omar can He could win all 3 of those. It's possible. It's not like impossible. Billy, who's the question to? Thank you. So let's get a little fucking cheers for me or something, because I did predict when we go through the show, at the end of the show, there was a request to say, let's get some bold predictions. What are some wild things? I said, Omar doesn't win the division. Omar stinks it up, at 7-0. And that was one of the things I called. And here it is. He's got to lose one more fucking game, I think, for that to come true. We got to look at the playoff race down there, but damn. The defense, they're the worst defense in the league in the yards, or 31st, but only 8th in points. So they do let you get yards and then they buckle down in the red zone. Offense, look at this. How does Omar even play games? He's 31st in offense and 31st in defense. Motherfucker, good God. I mean, how can you pick him to win all 3 of these games? You imagine he's going to split with the Saints, and then it's going to be a close game versus Rev, who I think Rev's on the up and up. Had a little bit of a rough start, but I mean, I think you'd have to favor Rev in that game. What do we got here? Let's look at the conferences. Drinks Molly water. I don't know what that is, but somebody should clip it. Maybe I'm just too old. What is Molly water? That's some good shit right there. Here we have the rundown here. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's a fucking little tiny. There's Rev lurking. Can I zoom this in? How much can I zoom this in? Now this looks a little better here. So down here in the NFC, Carolina sits outside the playoff race. But you can't always trust data leagues. You got division winners here. And Los Angeles would not be the 4th. That would be Dallas. And then Los Angeles would slide into the 5th spot. And then maybe Arizona would be 6th. And I don't know if Arizona has played the Panthers. But these two would come down to their conference record. And they're both 6-3. So it's hard to know. Does Omar get in the playoffs here? It looks like Omar can definitely still get in the playoffs. He's got to win a couple games. And Arizona's got to lose some games. What is Arizona going to do? Let's look at their schedule for 2 seconds. And who do they have to finish the season? They have a tough game. They have... Okay, so Arizona's probably not making it to 10 wins. And that does open the door to Omar sneaking in the 6th seed, I think, there. All right, LA can get in. Got it. So he still could get in the playoffs. I mean, it's a... Unless he melts down or something. I mean, he's been melting down. But he'll have to just win, what, 2 out of the last 3? If he only wins 1 game, that still could be enough. Again, I don't know what the tiebreak here with Arizona is. This is probably totally not even right. We don't really know which one of these teams would... Who's under the Panthers? Well, under the Panthers is... We got the, Giants, Saints, Eagles, Falcons. All these teams at 7-6. Anyone with 7 wins is definitely... It's possible. I mean, if you get to 10 wins here, you can get in the NFC. It's totally doable. But again, one of these teams winning 3 games is going to take the other people out. So we'll know a little more in a few weeks. And I'll work hard on giving you the playoff scenarios, but we need a little bit more data. And then up here in the AFC, we got Miami, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Baltimore, Cleveland. Now, Shane's there at 10-3, and it looks good, but he might... You don't know what goes on here, and I know he's been pretty prepped up, but he is down a QB, and Dobbs is fine, though. He'll run around with Dobbs. He's got Brendo, so that's nice. Hopefully Brendo is grinding it out and playing some football, but he's going to win that game most likely. And then he'll probably beat Frizza, but at least Frizza's like not terrible. And he's got me, and I'm just a little bit of a hot mess. I just need a couple things to bounce my direction. I'm going to give Shane his best a fucking shot I can. I would love to fucking seal club him and give him a loss, but if Shane gets to 11 wins, you're basically in the playoffs. Although I have missed the playoffs winning 11 games, but let's just pencil him in. So we got these 3 teams are in: Buffalo, Miami, and then now it comes down, and we got to give the Broncos will get in. So we got 4 teams in. Right, we got the division. Well, it's going to be 5 teams, right? We're going to have Miami, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Denver, and then we have Cleveland and Baltimore, who will most likely be in there. This is probably going to be 3 teams from this division. We'll get 2 from the East. I might have to go to the division look. 2 from the East, maybe. So we'll get I got a fucking street cleaner here outside my window. You can probably hear it. 2 from the East, 1 from the West, and 1 from the South. So yeah, these dudes all at 9 and 4. You have to look at their division record and their head-to-head, and then their conference records too are gonna matter. So yeah, we'll probably get 3 out of there, 2 out of the... Wait a minute. I don't think we can even have that. We got 4, and then who is going to be... You know what? It's going to be a race, man. We got Buffalo. We got Ravens, Browns. I mean, we got a lot of teams there that are... Browns and Ravens last game of the season. That's going to be pretty huge. You know what? Even up here in the East, you got Trevor and Max at 10 wins. They have to face off again, and then I have to face off for sure. You got to be careful here, because there's just a lot of games left, and you don't know what could happen here. Oh, well, Max is going to be in. Max is going to get in. We can pencil Miami in. Right. I got to beat Trevor. And I had that real tough loss early, so I got to beat Trevor. Which I normally have Trevor's number, so you never know. Oh my god, 4-4. You know, if I just had one more fucking win. Lost to AJ and Sim lost to Kiko. Those really hurt. What is this Buffalo? Buffalo had a huge win last night. Tom totally fucked over a lot of playoff teams. I mean, he just blew this last night. I might have to open up the game and watch it. So Trevor probably gets to 11, so he's going to be in too. He's probably going to beat the Lions. Even if he loses to me and Max again, it doesn't matter. He's still going to get to 11 wins. That's the key number usually. I've only seen it one time in Madden where you don't get in there. Boy, this is right here, man. These Steelers, Ravens, and Browns, this is going to be... Pittsburgh could totally... Well, we'll see here. Did we already go over Shane's schedule? He's mostly going to beat Brendo and get in. But if he was to somehow lose to Brendo, if Shane was to lose all of his last 3 games, he could definitely not make the playoffs. You got to keep winning. You got to win to get in. not losing to those teams. Listen, Frito, I think the Dolphins have Max has me this afternoon in a few hours, and I've already beaten Max once. So don't sleep on don't sleep on the Patriots, but yeah, I mean he's not gonna lose to these two teams. He could lose go 2 out of 4 though. That could happen, but that's still gonna get him to 12 victories. So he can kind of coast and then work on his shit. Again, these games are all kind of getting pretty big here. There's not a lot of room for fucking up and errors here. Who's Denver play this week? We're at week 14. And Denver is playing. Yeah, Denver's got a big game there. Could be for seeding purposes. The Saints there, man, that's another big game. What do we have for week? Let's go ahead to week 15, see what we have. Browns versus Broncos, right? Big game. Oh, Ravens Buccaneers. That could be a preview of something big. Falcons and Cardinals. This is big for the playoffs down there, right? Cardinals trying to keep pace with the the Panthers. And Cowboys Colts here. Cowboys trying to keep that streak going, win the East. Dolphins probably going to beat on the Vikings a little. Good game here. Eagles and Rams. This game's Lions beat 1 of 2 wins. They got me. And then poor Perry or poor Qual. Shano. It's a big game for Shane. If he was to lose, it makes things a little more interesting. And then huge game here, Saints and Panthers. Niners just lost. They had the Seahawks beat last week and threw an interception in the red zone. Like, let's just bag on Ramon here. He just totally pulled a Tom and just shit his pants. Sucked a huge one. What in the fuck was that? I don't know if we have a clip of it or not. I even go back. Broncos, Bengals. Lamar punches ice. I'm going to go to the video producer. Can we watch this? This is the end of Tom and what does this look like? Where is the end of this game? Let's go. What do we got here from Tom? This is 24-24, and then this may be before. I think Tom was even up more. Look, Tom is up. 4 minutes to go in the game.
Dolphins look like they're 10-2 if this is correct. And the Bills are 9-3. So they're looking to actually go 10-3.
I didn't even know AJ was announcing. This is the live audio from AJ announcing. AJ, why didn't you shoot me a text or something? Let me know what the fuck you're doing. This is the end of the Buffalo Bills game. He's down 8 here. Down 8. Look at this right here. So he's down 8 points. This is Trevor, and he throws this fucking gem. And I mean, look at this right here. This is just, he's down to the 30-yard line, up at 8 fucking points. Look at this. Terrible toss. That's so fucking terrible. There's the PA crosses, right? We went over that earlier. Everybody runs that nonsense. Trevor fucks it up. And now all you got to do is kick a field goal here, and this game is over. He's got the 9 rushes, so 2nd and 12. This is just... Oh, did I say something wrong? This is Bills. Bills Jets. This is Trevor versus Tom last night. And now Tom just gonna... That was actually probably the best throw he could have made with the coverage there. Now 3rd and 12 from 34. All you got to do is basically get... You might not even need a yard here. 50-yard field goal in Madden, pretty good. This is like just not that hard of a play. Just call a draw, and he's going to just throw it right to Trevor. Like, just what a fucking terrible play. Look at this. Look at this fucking nonsense, dude. And he's just going to go all the way in for a touchdown, a pick six. I mean, basically dead in the water. Trevor's done. This game's over, and then bam. Now he's down 2, and of course Trevor's going to convert on the 2-point conversion. He lined up to go for 2. He gets this real quick. What is this? Tom, he stinks. Calls the motion. There's the toss. Everybody knows that's coming. It spins and owns him there. Terrible, right? Everyone hates that fucking spin move. It works like crazy. And I'm going to fast forward here a little bit. What happens? 3rd and 9, he rolls out, and he's going to just chuck it deep here, and he's going to be intercepted.
Got in the first down.
Okay, 2 minutes to go.
I don't know how he got that.
Now, does he drive down the field and score here? What goes on? So, okay, so let's just back up. So Tom was up by 8 in field goal range, throws a pick 6, so now the game is tied. Under 2 minutes to go here. Under 2 minutes to go here. Again, Tom could have theoretically been up 11 with no problem. And this is what Trevor's going to do, and this is what Trevor had kind of been doing all game. Just he was almost as bad as Tom. Tom lurks hard on the drag, and he gets the fucking interception, and now he's basically down at the 35 again. Do you people know what happens on this fucking play? Do you have any idea what goes down? And I'll tell you, it's not good.
It is possible the Jets do.
I mean, anybody that knows how to run a couple runs here. And again, you can't do play action. You can't do play action. This is for JJ. Don't do play action. And look at instantly fumbles. You can't do play action on first down when you're in field goal range. If you're like on the 20 or like 15 and it's 2nd and short, you could try it. It's because the sack won't put you out of field goal range, and you just whatever, you'll get a field goal. You can't give yourself 2nd and 17, 2nd and 18, 2nd and 20 right from these sacks. And of course, Tom's just going to mail out. He's just going to totally quit. And Trevor's going to go down and score a field goal here to win this game. But you want to talk about Trevor throws 2 picks at the end of the game, but Tom does one better. He throws 1 pick 6, and then Andy's up, muffs on 2 field goals. This is just some bad-ass fucking football. This is so terrible. While we said Levy's the most disappointing team, Tom has had some of the worst losses in Madden. They're just so bad. Look at, oh, that's lucky not a fumble right there. That would have been a fumble for me. Oh my goodness, man. Can we pull up Ramon fucking up versus Jay? Can we do that? I don't know if these guys named their clips right. I have a problem. I gotta sort through all this nonsense. What was it, week 13? I have no idea what game Jake's playing here. That's Miami Buffalo, they say. Seattle versus, is this the 4th? There's 2 versions of it. Let's click on the same video. Bear with me. Oh, maybe this is it right here. See if we can get Ramon and his fucking, his end of game nonsense. These are some highlights from the league. There's the end of the. Looks like KC on here. Trying to find the end of Seattle versus San Francisco. This is, oh, here we go. This is totally useless, pointless. Jake undefeated here. I'm just trying to find where Ramon goes terribly wrong. 3 minutes ago, 3rd and 21. Look, is this a completion? Look at this nonsense. Everyone going crazy about this crap. He's audibling the shit out of everybody. And the user just has, yeah, that's just a mangled cover 2 dot. Down to the 36. He's kind of plotting his way down there. Trying to fast forward a little bit. 3rd and 7 here. Again, we're just going to watch in horror as Ramon is just going to... He throws another little strike there on a curl route that's pretty cute. You don't see curls all the time, but... Now 1st and 10. Now he's only... Yeah, he's down by 1 here, so field goal is basically going to do it. All you got to do is kind of... Should have just ran the ball there. Could have just ran the ball, and then boom, you would have... Could have just ran the ball there, and you would have seen, like I say, ran the clock out. Got to the 2-minute warning. This is bad clock management. And by the way, Ramon just dogged the clock the entire game, so I don't know all of a sudden why he's interested in hiking the football there. And gonna run up the middle there. Okay, gonna get 2nd down, and then Seattle's gonna burn some timeouts. Hopefully, blah 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 blah. Again, this is week 13. Seattle versus San Francisco. End of the game. We're just taking we're looking at a couple of our worst losses of the week. Ramon and Tom just totally in first place there. They stink. It's awful. Okay, 3rd and 7 here. Clock still going down. Jake bringing his guys up to play that D, and oh, look at that. He has the fucking... That's a user pick, too. That's a user pick, and the guy's open on the curl the entire way, and it's an interception, and then boom, he loses this game. He can't stop it. That's terrible. Ramon, take a fucking lap. That's just awful. What in the fuck is juice? Yo, no idea. That's just so mangled. That's just so mangled. Those are just about as bad as it gets. I'm exhausted. What do we got here? Let me look at the divisions for 2 seconds, and I'm going to shut this motherfucker down. It's been a good broadcast. We got everybody on here. I don't know if we missed anything. Standings, division. It looks like Max is going to close this out. Frito got some work to do, but he's probably got that as well. He's good. The North is definitely up for grabs. Shane's he's got to win a couple games there. I don't know what his division record is. 3-2, blah blah blah. You got to be careful here. You got to watch the AFC North. It's a hot division. The North and South both are going to be hot to watch, and then same thing with the East. Cowboys look good, but they got a couple tough games. Seattle, they're good. They're all set. Watch out for the Cardinals trying to best out the Panthers. The Bears, they're going to just seal club their division, most of Madden. And then Tampa Bay on that hot streak, they're only 11-1. Don't sleep on them. And the Panthers, where you've just been all witness to the meltdown from Omar there. And, that is it. That is just, it's hard to watch a little bit, but we have to keep our eyes going. I don't have any bold predictions. I don't think Seattle's going to lose a game. I think Max is going to win, is going to win the East. Even with a couple losses to me and Trevor, he's still got enough to get it done. I mean, Shane should win here, but you can't take everything for granted. What do we got? He's got 2 hard games. He's got 3 good users to play. They're not all playing great, but... Okay. Super Bowl matchup. What do we got here? It's pretty tough to not take Jake, but Toma is also, you know, on the tube there. He's pretty damn good. I mean, this is tough. Does Jake beat Toma in the... I mean, I can pick the... Let me get the... Hold on. Let me get the fucking conference records up here. Dolphins in Seattle. Now, man, the AFC's tough because Shane's got some weird shit, but he just turns into a werewolf in the playoffs. Trevor looks so bad sometimes, but he just gets shit to go his way, and he just kind of, oh man. Max is running some good shit. Baltimore, I don't know if they have enough firepower there. I mean, I got to go to the NFC first. This is going to be Seattle and Tampa Bay in the title game. Yeah, don't sleep on Chicago, but Super Bowl to me, this is tough. This is a tough call. Tampa Bay, what are their stats like, man? They're just going to score points and they're going to keep the pedal down. Does Seattle beat Tampa Bay? I mean, it would be an upset to call Tampa Bay beating Seattle, but I don't think it's too wild. I don't think it's too wild at all, but I mean, what's Jake's offense like? Is it any good? Points there, obviously. I'm gonna say that we get Tampa Bay is going to come out of the NFC, and they're going to play boy, what do we got? Miami there has been really good. Miami's won 12 games. They're going to win 12 no matter what. Trevor in the playoffs, though, is pretty good. You know, Shane and Max in the playoffs are... I mean, Max has that one good run, but Shane in the playoffs is bad. He's bad, but maybe he could turn it around for this Madden. I just don't know if he can keep it fucking together. It'd be cool. Trevor also keeps it cool. Let's go. Let's just... Boy, if I don't pick a Trifus to get in the Super Bowl, everyone will probably be mad. It's tough. It's tough. It's Buffalo or Miami. I probably want to even pick Shane. Get real crazy. I mean, you got 2 Super Bowl matchups you can pick. You can pick Seattle versus Max. As boom, there's the Super Bowl. And then you can go your alternate pick. Like a little wild pick is Tampa Bay versus Seattle, right? This is kind of like a little oddball pick. And then my personal pick is going to be Tampa Bay versus... I'll go Tampa Bay versus Miami. All right, Tampa Bay versus Miami is my ultimate pick. The classic pick is Miami, Seattle. Your kind of oddball pick is Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay. And then we're going to go with the kind of... We're going to bank on Jake's first loss of the year coming versus the high-powered Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what goes on there. Bold prediction. Shane never makes a championship game. Shane's good at... He can get to championship games, and that's where he runs out of gas. Just can't get it done, man. Once the pressure gets turned up a little bit, he turns into a fucking werewolf. We'll see. But I'm gonna go Tampa Bay versus Miami, and I'm not. And and part of me really wants to pick Trevor real bad. So it's not like I'm saying Buffalo has no chance to get in there. They definitely do. You know, but I'm gonna just say to put one Trifus in. Yeah, no disrespect to Jake at all either. I'm just trying to I'm just looking for I've seen Joey play, and he has a lot of tools, man. He's got a lot of good tools. He's no fucking joke. He knows the game. He's had dudes out. If you stop Jake from passing, maybe, which I'm not sure that's possible, but you know, and I know Joey's not as good a defender as Jake, but he's definitely gonna bring some heat and some blitzes and some scumbag shit up in your face. So we'll see. Again, Jake being on the couch, he's been a little hammered. He's on all his pills and stuff. If he can sober up a bit, get some practice logs, maybe Jake just fucking runs the table and beats everybody there. Again, an all-Trifus Super Bowl wouldn't be the worst thing on the planet. We could have all the fanboys on, and then everybody can complain the entire time. It'd be interesting to watch. I kind of almost want to see that happen. It'd be pretty wild. We've seen Max meltdown in the playoffs too, so I'm, like I say, this is a tough pick, but I'm just gonna. Max he's been moving at a pretty good clip there in the AFC again. He's got me at 4. And I've taken him out once. I got to do the same thing again. You know what? That's not crazy. Bold prediction: the AFC South winner wins their first playoff game. That would be fucking wild. Right? Well, yeah, the wild card game. That's not wild. That's that's a good. Pencil that shit in. We got fucking Frito. Bring your popcorn. I like that. Not a bold prediction, but Frito could win a playoff game. That could happen too. It would be cool to watch Frito get crazy in the playoffs. He just gotta slow down that defense a little bit, you know, or you gotta stop a few extra touchdowns, you know. Oh, JJ wants to see the Bucks stats. I mean, Tampa Bay is 28-16. There's the high level, right? And they're they're 6th in points and 2nd. And I mean, this they know how to pass it. 315. I mean, this is the big part about Tampa Bay's team right here, is that they don't have a lot of touchdown throws, but they're not throwing a crazy amount of interceptions. And they're doing this with Ryan Fitzpatrick, and it looks like. You gotta just keep your eyes fucking peeled. Well, I mean, listen, it's different when you play your division opponent, because your division opponent knows your crap. They fucking study your shit. When he plays Jake, I don't know how much Jake is gonna watch film, but he'll have to fucking know what Joey does, and Omar knows what he does a little bit. So your division guys always kind of fucking trip you up a little bit. Your non-divisional opponents, you usually play a little bit better, but we'll see here. Again, they're 11-1. They've been missing a lot of players all season. They've had suspensions. They've still been kind of churning out their wins, and they're in a good division, better than Jake's division. So, yeah. So that is the story. Listen, Dev Nation Live Radio. We are gonna shut this motherfucker down. We're gonna go back to Madden, and like I say, I gotta fucking eat. Bounce my daughter around for a little bit, and then I'm on at 4 for Miami and New England. It should be at least hopefully entertaining at a minimum. You know? Again, everybody, fucking welcome to the show. Thank you for... What does JJ want? We got one last little thing for JJ. What's he got here? He's beaten Shane, which is big. He beat Perry. Lost to Rev. A lot of points scored here, man. Joey keeps moving the football. And we'll see a lot about Joey. Joey's got some tough games coming up too, right? I mean, he's got the Saints, the Ravens, the Cowboys, the Falcons. These are all going to be good games. So, we're gonna have to. We'll see what goes on here. With them, but I mean, again, if they have good showings in these games, they're gonna be well battle tested for the playoffs. They're gonna have seen a little bit of everything from everybody, and that's always good. Sometimes you don't have to win all your games by 100 points. If you're playing versus good competition, sometimes it can ready you up to fucking do work in the playoffs. So don't, the point is to get in with as much knowledge as possible. All right, kids, I'm gonna shut this fucking bitch down. Welcome to the show. I fucking punch ice. Dev Nation Live Radio here is out for the fucking rest of the day till 4 o'clock. And then I'm back. Peace, bitches. Thank you for joining the stream. Cheering, using your bits. Again, we're 44% away from giving away a jersey, so not too fucking shabby.